Barron Trump has always been something of a family enigma. The youngest Trump is usually the quiet one, keeping to himself and mostly staying out of the headlines. But every now and then, something pops up that makes people sit up and take notice, like this.
No, wait, you have to be nice and easy.
Recently, reports surfaced that Barron is friends with Andrew Tate, the controversial influencer whose name alone tends to raise eyebrows. Now, if you've been following Tate, you know he's been involved in plenty of legal and public drama. Back in 2023, he and his brother faced serious charges in Romania, including exploitation and sexual wrongdoing involving another individual. They also have ongoing legal issues in the UK. And while they were supposed to stay put in Romania because of the pending cases, the Trump administration reportedly stepped in to make a visit to Florida possible.
Did your administration pressure the Romanian government to release them, and if so, why?
I know nothing about that.
Apparently, Barron and Tate had a chat about those criminal charges. And get this, Barron even got some dating advice from one of Tate's associates. Justin Waller, a friend of Tate's, told the New York Times that he was on the call and that he offered Barron some pointers. Waller also claimed he attended a fancy dinner at Mar-a-Lago, hosted by Barron himself, where the young Trump reportedly mingled with influencers to support his father's 2024 presidential campaign.
He was very vocal and he gave an advice to his father, and was incredible how he brought in a success, because he knew exactly who his father needs to contact and to talk to.
Now, Waller also described Tate as a big brother figure to Barron, even calling him a third brother to Andrew and Tristan Tate. But the Trump family's connection with the Tate brothers goes way back. In 2016, Andrew was kicked off the UK version of Big Brother after a video surfaced showing him acting violently toward a woman. Both he and the woman claimed it was consensual, but the media storm was intense.
I think it's a disgrace.
And this is where the Trump connection starts to take shape. The following year, in 2017, Donald Trump Jr. publicly liked a tweet defending Tate during that controversy and later invited him to Trump Tower. From that point on, the relationship between the Trumps and the Tate brothers appeared to grow, quietly at first, but steadily over time.
I would like to think that Trump thinks the same as me.
Tate himself has said he's very close with the Trump family, and after the 2024 attempt on Donald Trump's life, spoke to Barron shortly afterward. Social media reactions to Barron's connection with Tate have been harsh. People aren't impressed. One post simply read, "Aw, Barron turned out to be a real piece of shit, just like the rest of the family." Another quipped, "Weird. I would not have guessed that a man raised in such a loving home by a father who has shown such deep respect for women would act that way. Ouch."
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
It seems unlikely that Barron himself will speak publicly about his friendship with Tate. If he's been trying to keep a low profile and stay out of politics, this kind of news certainly isn't helping. Some speculate that we could hear from Melania Trump instead, since she and Barron are close. But if the family doesn't see anything wrong with the Tate brothers, and with Donald Trump Jr. also reportedly friendly with them, it's possible they don't view Barron's chats as a problem at all.
Donald Trump is the last hope of Western civilization.
And for many people watching from the outside, this latest controversy feels like just another layer added to an already complicated and, at times, difficult life for Barron. Because from the very beginning, his story hasn't exactly been simple. To start, Barron's arrival came with its own twist. When Melania found out she was pregnant, it caught Donald off guard, and he needed some time to process it. Melania shared, "He came home and I told him he'd be a daddy." And his reaction was, at first, he needed to take it in. It was a real surprise. And then he was very happy.
Is he aware of the fantasticness that is you, his father?
Well, I don't know what he's aware of, but he is a fantastic young boy, so I hope he becomes aware fast.
Donald, on the other hand, explained, "I expected we were going to have children, so I wasn't totally surprised. But I was surprised by the speed of it."
How do you feel about fatherhood again?
I like it.
How old are you, Don?
58.
Young.
It's young compared to you, right?
Yeah.
And although he eventually got excited, Donald wasn't there for Barron's birth, saying it would be easier for Melania to go through it without him.
I'm not going to be doing the diapers. I'm not going to be making the food. I may never even see the kids, frankly.
No, yo,
okay? No, she will be an unbelievable mother. I'll be a good father, but I'll be,
How do you know
doing
she'll
my
be?
deals.
Born on March 20th, 2006, Barron grew up surrounded by luxury and privilege, but also constant attention and pressure.
See? That's Barron. He's strong, he's smart, he's tough, he's vicious, he's violent.
As a child, Barron Trump lived in the Trump Tower penthouse in New York City. Talk about living in luxury. But everything changed when his dad became president. Moving from the comforts of Manhattan to the White House was a huge shift for Barron. And honestly, who could blame him for not being thrilled? I mean, trading in a cozy home for a political stage isn't exactly a dream for most kids.
My priority is my son Barron, our son Barron, and I support him 100%, and I'm there for him every time he needs me.
The move meant more than just a new house. It also meant switching schools. Barron first went to Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in New York, but after the move, he had to adjust to St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Maryland.
I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now.
Yeah.
Just when he got used to it, the Trumps moved to Florida after Donald left office, and Barron enrolled at Oxbridge Academy. Imagine being a teenager and having to change schools multiple times, all while everyone's watching you. Not easy, right?
He's a great boy. He's working hard. He's starting the school thing, the beginning of the process.
But the public didn't make it easier for him. People on social media didn't hold back, from commenting on his looks to making hurtful jokes. One prime example happened in 2017, right after Donald Trump's inauguration, when Katie Rich, a Saturday Night Live writer, tweeted, "Barron will be this country's first homeschool shooter." The tweet was quickly deleted, and Rich was suspended indefinitely due to the backlash. The criticism didn't stop at Barron's looks. His clothing choices became a target too. A reporter from the Daily Caller, Ford Springer, even said, "The youngest Trump doesn't have any responsibilities as the president's son, but the least he could do is dress the part when he steps out in public." The situation became so troubling that even Chelsea Clinton felt compelled to speak out. She defended Barron, saying, "It's a sad day when someone thinks it's acceptable to target a 10-year-old boy with such cruel remarks. No child should be the subject of such public ridicule." It was a clear reminder that no matter who their parents are, children deserve kindness and respect.
No children should ever feel hungry, stalked, frightened, terrorized, bullied, isolated, or afraid.
Barron's life also came with security concerns. Being the president's son meant constant protection from Secret Service agents, whether he was at school, home, or just out and about. And even after the White House, security followed him, especially when he started attending Oxbridge Academy. Having bodyguards isn't exactly every teen's idea of a normal school day, right?
I don't think it's possible for him to be a normal student. His experience at college, it's very different than any other kid.
On top of that, Barron's family life has been under constant public scrutiny. Rumors about his parents' marriage have been a staple in the tabloids, adding even more pressure on Barron. It must have been tough growing up with the weight of those stories hanging over him.
I raised Barron as a own person and gave him his own yes and no's. I respect that.
Then, in 2023, things got even more intense when a woman was arrested for sending a threatening letter about Barron and his dad that read, "I will state that I will shoot Donald Trump Sr. and Barron Trump straight in the face at any opportunity I get." While we don't know exactly what Barron was aware of, it was a scary reminder of the dangers of being part of such a high-profile family.